Good evening, lovely tubers. White Mexican back again with another video. I want to briefly go over a few sets that I think are high in interest, kind of low on the radar. On the mainstream, though, I'm going to start off with Dual Saga. Everyone knows there have been particular cards that have gained popularity and have skyrocketed in prices from the set. There's not a lot of cards in the set. This is currently the only set that has that kind of special ultra rare foiling. Hopefully, we get the same kind of foiling with Duelist Power when that comes out next month, but we'll have to see. Just want to quickly review this. Brionic first edition sitting around $9. BLS is around 11 for first edition. Effect Veiler is about 10, and then it jumps up to 13. Rescue Cat is about 10. Vision Hero Vion is about 9. Red Eyes of Darkness is about 6. Pot of Duality is about 6. Imperial Order is about 5. Blue Eyes is about 4 plus. Solemn Warning. This is a card I want to go over a bit later. This is like still a staple to me. I pretty much run it in almost all my decks. I know that the time really changed on life points, but this is super cheap right now, and we'll take a peek at the other versions in a bit here. But $4 for the DUSA version. Dark Law is about 3 plus. Cosmic Blazer Dragon. I think this card is super. This is the only print of this, if I'm not mistaken, and it's hard to get out. But if you bust it out, it's just ridiculous synchro. It's pretty awesome. This is the solo print. Beautiful foiling with the DUSA foiling. It's mad cheap right now, so it's about like $2. It used to be cheaper. I think it went up just a tidbit, but Mizuki about $2. Trishula about 3. Hero Honest Neos is about 3. Soul Charge is about 2. Advanced Ritual Art is about 2. Necro Valley. This looks really nice. This foiling looks great. It's the updated card text too. It's about 4. Love Gravekeepers. Dark Magician is about 2. Formula Synchron is about 2. Hero Lives is about 2. Castel, this foiling looks pretty great too. $2. Jinzo is about 2. Hamon is about 2. This card, I want to briefly talk about this card. So this is, besides the crazy hard to get like Champion Pack super rare, this is the only hollow version that we have here in the TCG. Besides this one, it's just ridiculously expensive from Champion Pack 2. Super rare. I'm sure it looks pretty nice if you can get your hands on it. It's ridiculously expensive though. But the Duelist Saga, several different common prints here. Got a mosaic rare. But anyway, this Duelist Saga print, I actually invested a little bit into this, and I got multiple copies of this. It looks really great. A lot of people love the DUSA foiling, me myself included. It kind of grew on me at first. I didn't really care for it, but now as the set's gotten harder to get, it's kind of grown on me. I like it now. I would wait until this gets around $2. It's sitting around 3 right now, but I was picking these up for 1s and 2s all day long, and I just, it's a flip effect and it's slow, but it's a really classic nostalgic card, and it's still a really powerful card, and I really like this card. So if it ever drops down, it's a pretty nice rarity to get it at too. I'm waiting for a secret rare. I think a secret rare would look really nice. Secret rare is one of my all-time favorite rarities, but there's that for you. Black Rose Dragon. I kind of went over that in one of my videos in the past. It's about $2. This Dark Lord card is about $1 plus. Gozuki is about 2-ish. So overall, not too much of an expensive card. There's only a few cards here that are kind of expensive here. Tour Guide looks really nice. It's literally like $1 plus. And the foiling on this isn't a bad. I like the Super too, but I'd even say, even though I'm a big fan of Super, I'd definitely say this DUSA even beats out the Super from the tin. For $2 is pretty nice. I would definitely at least have a playset of this for $2. Dark Magician of Chaos. I like the Secret from the Legendary Collection, but this looks pretty cool. It's $1.50. Yuria is about $1 to $2. Chaos Phantom is about $1 plus. Tsukiyomi. This looks pretty cool too. It's about 3. Revel. It's about $1. Royal Decree. This is pretty cool. I love this card. This card is such a powerful card. Everyone knows one of the most powerful strap cards in the game for sure. Huge floodgate, but there's so many great rarities of this card. I just want to kind of go into this really quick. I'm going to kind of go off on a side tangent. I apologize, but there's so many cool rarities of this card. It's been reprinted to crap, but I got a tournament pack, ultra rare, of course, the infamous one, supers. So these were super cheap for a while. The supers you can see here is around $10. Now they're about 20 plus. But I really do like these super rares from Tournament Pack 6 just because it is such an old, nostalgic, really kind of obscure set. And it looks pretty cool. I really like the Hobby League 3 too. You gotta be careful of these because these are a little bit thicker and sometimes you can kind of get in trouble depending on where you're playing. And but they just look so beautiful. I love the Hobby League foil in these. And they were really cheap for a while. They're still kind of cheap on $3. Darkening Super Rare. It's crazy how cheap this card is. I guess it's cheap because there's so many prints. But even the Ultra, man, the Ultra First Edition, Super Rare. I guess because there's so many prints. But this is like just the ideal side card. I always, pretty much in every single deck I play, I always have a playset of these. Just in case you run into whatever, Paleozoic, Chain Burn, whatever it may be. I think trap cards always come in and out of the meta into side decks and stuff, and this is such a great card, and there's so many awesome rarities at affordable prices to get. So I would definitely look into that. This one's pretty cool. DUSA one for, $2. Yugioh Lagia is about $1. Legacy of a Hero is about $2. Honest, I don't think I've really seen Honest. I don't know if it looks good. I personally like the secret rares, but this is like $1 here. It's pretty much like $1, so that's really cheap for Honest. Old school hand trap. A lot of people don't really think of Honest as a hand trap. I kind of categorize it as a hand trap for sure. Cyber Dragon, $1. Fossil Dyna, $1. These are kind of nice. I actually might think about picking these up. You guys all know, I talk about all the time, I'm a huge anti-meta player. This is all my stuff right here. Thunder King, Vanisher, Lost Dino. I'm just obsessed with this deck. And I know that there's a secret rare, which is like ridiculously expensive. If you want to go for the first editions, of course. And again, I apologize. I'm going to go off on a rant, but this is just what I do in my videos, so it is what it is. Yeah, about $15 for the first edition original print secret rares. So I think I have 2 playsets of the secrets, which are just so beautiful. But the Duelist Saga is literally dirt cheap, is $1, and it does look pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. The Duelist Saga. So I'm probably gonna pick up some of these because this is just such a powerful card. It is like the ideal tool in the kit of anti-meta. There's a crappy common here, and then the supers from the tin, which are even cheaper, and surprisingly, they're super old. I'm really surprised. This card is so powerful. If you can defend it, it can really just lock down a whole game state. And honestly, I really do have a thing for supers, but I'm not gonna lie, the Dual Saga foiling definitely beats out the super, and it's pretty much almost the same price, just a little bit more. So I mean, I personally, I'm gonna get some of these for sure because this is just so cheap for how powerful this card is, and then the nice DUSA foiling. Like this is pretty much. I'm about to like pop off this. This is like these. Like I'm getting these right here. This is pretty nice. But anyway, enough of my side rant. I'm gonna keep on going here. Gale is like less than $1. Monster Gate, same thing, less than $1. X Saber Invoker. Don't get this. Get the secrets. The secrets are like $1 right now. They're super cheap. Dusa looks nice, but this is only gonna come to this when the secrets run out. Chimera Tech. This is kind of interesting. This is the card I'm thinking of. It's one where you can like use your opponent's stuff. Yeah, this is kind of cool. I think I might get this too. This is super cheap right now. Is this the highest rarity? Did it come a secret maybe? The Starfoil, what the hell? It's a prize card. That's weird. $15. Ultra rare. Whoa, the ultra rares from the Jump magazine are super cheap right now. $2. That's insane. $2 to $3 for the. Or I'm assuming we're print promo magazine promos. The Dual Saga is like literally like half a dollar. Super rare from a tin. Crap gold. Crap common. So not too many prints. That's tough. I I love this card. Um, this is a pretty cool kind of like side trigger card that everyone kind of forgot about. People used to use it back in the day. It's pretty old school. I still think it's good. Um, I don't really know. It's really tough to say. But either or, I'm definitely going to come back to these. It's up to you if you want the original print ultras. I think honestly that's probably what I would go for. But the Dual Sagas are super cheap too. So I just think this is really great. This is actually something that I'm gonna hold because I want to take a look at this because this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Um, uh, anyway, okay. So yeah, I'll get some of those, especially the Dual Saga one because it's mad cheap. I guess the Shonen Jump one gets a little more expensive as you go down the line. Try to get those 3Zs. But anyway, Future Fusion is like 70 cents. Wander King Wild Wing is like cheap, cheap, cheap. This is super cheap too. I'm a huge advent of these floodgate cards. This is blowout like Macross Cosmos. Did Macross Cosmos come out in this set? I'll have to see. Personally, I would get the secret rare versions. I think the secret rare versions are a little bit better. I think I got mine for it's like about $1. I think I got 11 or something. But this is pretty cool too. This is a nice alternate, and like under $1. So Metro Fisher, super powerful card. Legacy of the Valiant. There's some talk about this. I'm not really sure. Let me just take a look at this really quick. I forget. I know some people are talking about this. I'm not really sure why. When your monster declares an attack, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls, negate the attack, and if you do, destroy that card. Each player can only set one spell trap card from their hand per turn. Monsters cannot attack the turn they were special summon from the extra deck. During the draw phase, before you draw, you can give up your normal draw this turn. If you do, add one monster from your graveyard to your hand. So kind of an interesting card. For $1, I mean, I wouldn't mind picking up a playset. It's kind of interesting. It's got a couple different effects going on there, so that's pretty cool. I think, yeah, it's pretty cheap. So where's the 3Zs? So yeah, under even $1 for that. So that's kind of interesting. I might just add that too, just because it's cool how it has so many different effects in one card. It can be popped off pretty easily, but for what it is, for its price and how many different effects it has, it's pretty cool. Plus, I think it would flow kind of nicely in some of my anti-meta decks. Judgment Dragon, this thing looks pretty cool too. Of course, we have the Secret and the Ultimate, but I think it's still for $50. Looks pretty cool. This card's pretty cool. Jug Synchron. Deep Sea Diva, this is interesting. I'm surprised this is so cheap. This kind of comes in and out of water decks, and yeah, what else is going on? I know it comes rare, and what else? A super rare from Turbo Pack 4. That's pretty nice. It's crazy though. Like, I get it. It's Turbo Pack and all that. It's super, but this is like a higher rarity, and it's kind of like a special higher rarity because it's a DUSA Ultra. And it's literally like 15 times, 14 times cheaper than the super. But anyway, I know I get the rarity kind of hierarchy, but came rare originally, uncommon. So not even too many prints of this. I'm definitely going to get some of these. This is kind of like the tour guide for water decks. And it's mad cheap right now. Literally 50 cents. This guy has 16. Like, near mint first edition, I'm all about that. I'm going to snatch that up really quick. Follow the leader here. Anyway, okay, so moving on. Let's see, Dark Summoning Beasts, Battle Fader. This is pretty cool. I love this card. Is there a secret rare? I think there's like a 5D secret rare. So this is a $50 for the DUSA version. What else is there? This is another really good kind of old school hand trap that no one really talks about anymore. Got the DTs. The DTs are literally $1. My goodness, is so cheap. DTs are $1. We have the Mosaic Rare, the Ultra Rare from Absolute Power Force. I know it came Ultimate too. The DUSA's $1. Super Rare. From a collector's tin. I need to do a video of like all the hand traps. Like I'm talking about Honest, Battle Fader, Effect Wheel, like all this stuff. Like I really want to do one of these videos. Probably gonna be a future video that I'm gonna do eventually. I know there's an ultimate as well. The 5D secret rare looks really nice. I really love secret rares. How much is it? It's about $4-ish. It's kind of expensive. Honestly, I wouldn't buy it at that price. I would go for the DT6, which is literally $1. That is insane. It is mad cheap. So that's something to kind of look at. I think I might even snag some of these up. This guy's got 18, Double Infinity. It's a badass name. Anyway, moving on here. So Evil Swarm, Ophion, Mirror Force, Plate Spreaders, Plague Spreader, all dirt cheap. These are getting like under $0.25 now. We got Dad, 50 cents, Clashing Souls, 70, Goyo Guardian, 36 cents, Chaos, Scepter Blast, Treeborn Frog, super cheap Dandelion. Now this is interesting. I know the ultimate is crazy high right now. This is literally under $0.50. And this is a pretty nice rarity. The DUSA Ultra Rare. I know there's a super rare. Of course, you got the ultimate being pretty mad expensive. The Jump Ultra Rare being around $3. Oh, there is a secret rare. Beautiful. Legendary Collection 2. I'll have to look into that. Is that this is interesting. Hold on. There's something I missed. Oh, okay. This is the one that had... Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff. Anyway, I'll have to cover this later. This is pretty cool. I'll have to cover that later, though. It's a secret rare. These are unlimited, so they're like $1. But then the super for the promo. So there's tons of this card. It's currently banned, of course. Honestly, I'm pretty mixed up between the secret rare and the Duelist Saga Ultra Rare is super cheap. So, I mean, that's something to look into for sure. That is, it's pretty cool. Anyway, moving on here. GD Warrior Lady, Fallen Paradise, Infernity Launcher, Love Infinities, Neo Space and Grandmole. A lot of cool rarities for that card. Brain Control, Doom Caliber Knight, Diebound, Cornell, number 28. Arm 7, number 70, 11 Sin. This is kind of interesting. This card and another one, there's some combos that go off to it that's super cheap that may come back. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, these are the only prints of these ones. Yeah, this is the solo print from this card. So it's something to look out for. So you can kind of just briefly go through here. These are getting just like dirt cheap, like cheaper than dirt. Over here, White Veil, Clear Effector. This card's actually pretty cool. Who knows about this? This card sends the every single round drawing card. A synchro monster that's used as synchro round cannot be destroyed by card effects. That's kind of interesting. It's a shame they didn't make it a tuner. But still, this is the only print that this came out. This is super cheap. And that's a pretty cool effect. So some of these like solo things that came out. So the stuff like this that's just literally like under $0.25 is just so cheap. It's the kind of stuff you want to look out for, because you never know. I'm not saying that they are going to go up or they're going to find popularity or whatever, but It's just the smaller things. Powerwall. I remember this used to be like a lot more popular when it first came out. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of like bring your attention to this set. I know it's kind of been building popularity over the last year or so for certain cards, but just in general, like the majority of the set is super cheap. Like I said, like the first page is like BLS and all that stuff. It's like $14 and whatever. Apparently, Bionic is the highest, but it's actually effect failure. I would say sitting around 13. So overall, just a cheap set, hard to get, not making them anymore. Really awesome, unique foiling, and I think all around is just worth it to invest time looking into. Moving on, another kind of obscure set is World Superstars. This is really cool because of the prismatic secret rare. I'm actually just going to be going over those. I'm only 18. But, I'll go back here. For some reason, this thing likes to switch over. It's kind of crazy. So this is really cool because a lot of the prismatic secret rares are really cheap. You know, of course, you have collector's value with Legendary Dragon of White. It's about 14. Galaxy Soldier for the Cyber Dragon players or for whatever, Thunder Dragon, whoever likes to play this. Pretty high price points here. Legendary Magician of Dark, it's about 11. Star Seraph. Sovereignty, pretty cool. It's still kind of expensive. It's about 5. Got the packs themselves. This kind of went up price because of some play, a Blazeman, which is like $2. What is this? Mischief Angel. It's like 2. This card, okay, so this card just got banned, and look at its price. Of course, it plummeted. I think I was getting mine for like 2s before it got banned, and I like this card because you guys know I love Satellar Knights. I think 6 Samurais can use it too, which is another warrior deck that I really love as well. Look at this, it has all the Satellar Knight kind of support under here. But anyway, this is Mad Sheep, and again, like Duelist Saga, this set has unique rarity foiling. It has the prismatic secret rares, which we only got in the TCG in like video game promos and stuff. Besides this set and video game promos, that's like really the only prismatic secret rare that we got. It's a really beautiful version of secret rare, unique particularly to the secret rare foiling, and it's really beautiful. And the majority of the secret rares here, what is going on? I don't know why it's showing me the supers. I just clicked secret rares. So anyway, like I said, this is just another one of those obscure sets that I would definitely take a look into because there's stuff like this. There's the fairy support stuff. There's the sticks and chairs in here. And it's all pretty much, except for those, top cards that are, popular right now, they're all pretty cheap. This card, I made a little video about this card earlier. I think this is an awesome card. No one really talks about this card. I think this is a solo print, came out of this obscure set, and it is a prismatic secret rare, so super nice foiling, and I just think it's an awesome floodgate. There's so many decks out there that just spam by just pushing things in their graveyard and pitching and just doing all this crazy stuff. And this card just says no, just completely locks it down. Now I know there's a lot of things that can just pop this off, get out of the field, but hey, your opponent has to use a resource to destroy it, so why not? For what it's priced, it's literally 13 cents. I know I've bought so many of these. I made like I said, I made a video about this, which I'm probably going to delete because now I have this on. I'm actually kind of know a little bit more of what I'm doing here with these videos. But this is just a phenomenal card. I can't say it enough. I would definitely, at this price, pick up quite a few of these. I think this is great. If this ever finds its way into popularity, you can definitely make some money off this card. Another card that I really like here is Numeral Hunter. This is pretty cool too. Number XYZs aren't really used anymore. They come and go, but there is a lot of the most powerful ones are number ones, and this kind of just says no to that, and it kind of gives you some benefit for your opponent using number XYZs. So with what's it called? Dark Neostorm coming off and kind of being like an XYZ based set, to my understanding, why not? It's a pretty cool card too. So anyway, that's pretty much it. There's only 18 secret rares, but they're all prismatic secret rares. Again, this is a really obscure set. I would highly recommend you guys taking a look at it. Moving on here, I made a mistake with my other video. I thought super rares were the highest version besides the champion pack for this, but there's actually a reprint that came out in Legendary Collections 3. This is really cheap too, kind of. It's about $3 for the first edition. So personally for me, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the the OTS pack, the ones that just came out from OTS pack. Where is it? Where's the one that just came from OTS pack? You have the tournament pack ones, of course, which are super expensive because they're old. But the ultra rare from, I think, was it Legendary Collections 4, if I'm not mistaken. I totally forgot about that rarity. That's another high rarity. That's really cheap. That's available as well. Yeah, Legendary Collection 3, Yugi's World Ultra Rare. So it's about $3 for the first edition. Well, this one has one for $2. So it's pretty interesting. And then this one, OTS 9. So the last OTS pack. They're literally a half a dollar. And there's plenty out there. There's 3 prices. So this is... I would get these. I'm just saying. We got 1. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets knocked to 2 or 3 now that we have 1. Kind of the chain's been broken. If it was me, I would definitely figure out if you want to get the Ultra Rare from Legendary Collection 3, first edition of course, or the OTS Pack 9, just because there's a lot more, and it's cheaper, and it's just cool because it's from an OTS pack. So there's that. Another card was currently banned, which I think will potentially come off, because, you know, everything comes off the ban list eventually. That's my belief. Maybe errated, may not. If it doesn't, this is just a completely blowout card. Kind of hard to pull off, but if you do, it's just ridiculous. Of course, you have the ultimate rares, which are pretty pricey, of course, because they're ultimates. You have the hobby leagues, which again, I don't really like these because they were made thicker, and you know you can get in trouble depending on where you're playing. And just I don't know, it's just kind of a paranoia I have with hobby league cards. I personally like the original print Magic Rulers, not the Spell Ruler, but the Magic Ruler ones. And the first editions, of course, the Unlimiteds aren't anything, but the first editions, I want to say, I think are like $3, $3 to $2. Yeah, they're like $2. There's one here, one here. So there's a couple. You have to kind of stack up in your orders because there's not enough to just order just one. And a lot of people just have onesies, but this is something to look at. You know, I think this is gonna come back. Alright, moving on. I just want to briefly go over 1, 2, and 3 of the dual terminals. Again, I kind of wanted to focus this video on kind of just being like obscure kind of sets. Dual terminal has continuously grown popularity as Konami has gone away from the dual terminal sets and stopped producing them. So we're just going to go right into this. Of course, we have Brionic being the highest, sitting around 32. Undyne around 12. Blue Eyes around 8. Controller around 4, Wrath of Neos around 3, Cyber Dragon around 2. I remember there was a buyout. This used to be a lot more. It's like 3 now. Same thing with this card. Elemental Hero Neos is around 2. Mistworm is around 4. I love this card. I think this is a really powerful card. This is kind of like one of those cards that was not really popular for a long time, back when, you know, in the 5Ds era when Synchros were really great. It's kind of expensive now. What other? I think there's just this, and then I think the Hidden Arsenal Secret Rare. Hidden Arsenal Secret Rare, and I guess they made an Ultra Rare and Legendary Collection 5Ds, which looks kind of just awful compared to the Secret and the DT here, Ultra. Anyway, but this is, I love this card. I love the artwork. I love its effect. This is an awesome card. Again, unfortunately, it kind of went up a little bit because it's DT, and I guess, I mean, it's 19 prices, so I don't know. But I just like this card, so maybe when it goes down to like 2, pick it up again. I mean, it always kind of fluctuates around that price range anyway. X-Saber Arabellum is around 2. I like X-Sabers. Dark Magician Rares around 2. Share the Pain is around $1. Red Eyes is around 3. Mystical Space Typhoon is around 2. This is pretty cool. I'm an avid fan of the original print Ultra Rare from the Magic Ruler, but that's just me. Goyo Garden is around 2. This is dropped like crazy. This is $2 for this. I guess because it got errated maybe. Catasters around 2. This is super cheap too. I love this card. This is, I mean, this may just be the old school player in me. I'm going back to like, you know, 2012 era or whatever. But this is, to me, this is the highest rarity. Well, I mean, there is an ultimate rare, of course, and you have the preview, but we don't really talk about preview because no one really has preview stuff, let's be honest. The ultimate rare is sitting around 18, then 18, then it jumps to 35. Like, what a gap, I guess, because there's just not that many. But honestly, I like the rare, the DT rare. Of course, you have the secret rare, the super rare, but, you know, whatever, cool. For $2 for a Catastor, I think this effect is so strong. I think it's still good. I think there's tons of dark stuff out there you can Oh, hold on. Non-dark. Okay, things that aren't non-dark that you can just pop off with this. And for $2, you know, if I didn't already have tons of these, I would, you know, definitely get some of these. Ojama Yellow is about $1.50. Wayne, $1. Kribo, $2. Harpy Ladies, this is crap compared to the OCG artwork. I'm just, you know, all the Harpy stuff looks just so much superior in the original OCG artwork. Dark Magic Attack is about $1. This is pretty cool too. Dark Magician players are pretty fanatical. That might be a card for under $1. I know I was picking those up for $1 too. That might go up when those run out. Some Ice Barrier stuff. Crystal Wing stuff, Worm King, Inferno Blast. This card, this is pretty cool. I really like this card. The super old side deck card. To me, this is the highest rarity. There is a rare from the original set. I don't remember which original set it came through, but this is a pretty good card. I think this may see some play, or at least side play eventually, just because it just eradicates the whole deck if it's a trap. Negate Attack, pretty cool. Parashawl. Black Horn of Heaven, again, so I'm a big advocate of this card. It's kind of restricted to what you can negate, but across the board, it's pretty much a really good one for one negate, and it's under $1 right now for this DT. The Ultimate Rares kind of missed the bus on that. They're pretty expensive right now, but these are really nice, and they're cheap too. Buster Bladers, about $0.50. Air Bombs, about $1. Nitro Warrior, 45. All this kind of stuff. This is all super cheap. I'm just going to kind of wait until I find something that's kind of interesting that I want to kind of pinpoint, have you guys focus on for the most part. These are all just super cheap. Dust Tornado, super cheap, $1. Karibo, just nostalgia value, 35 cents. Reinforcement, classic from Structure Deck. Starter deck, I guess I should say. Dark Resonator, Malevolent Nuzzler, super classic for New Crush. Anyway, so a lot of this other stuff really isn't that good that I can forecast out. Black Pendant, the classic one. But like I said, those cards I mentioned earlier, they're like still under $1 DTs. I just think they're phenomenal, so they may be worth the investment. Is this thing gonna load? What's going on here? Alright, so I don't know what's going on. TCG player is kind of pooping the bed right now. Okay, hold on. What is this? I don't think I'm going to get to Dual Terminal 2 and 3. I think I'll have to save that for another video because the video's already been super long. This artwork looks really cool in Japanese. This video has been pretty long already. I kind of like worm stuff. I collect all the DT worm stuff. I got DT Dragoonities, full rarity, and DT worms. There's something else I got DT, I can't remember. Oh, Gishki and DT Gishki. So, if you can pick it up cheap, full out rarity DT decks look pretty cool. At least I think they do. This card's pretty cool. I like this card. It's super cheap too. You can pop off anything back row wise. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for Dual Terminal 1. I'm gonna have to get to Dual Terminal 2 and 3. I wanna like specifically do dual terminal focused videos. I'm all kind of just grouping my ideas together here for like themed ideas for videos of what I want to shoot for you guys. But anyway, this was kind of like an obscure set video. I just wanted to go over with you guys really quick. So again, take a dip into the DTs and WorldSuperStars and Dual Saga because there's some really good value in there that is really affordable and mad cheap right now. This has been the White Mexican for another video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.